Hi guys, it's Kath from Simple Reflect and Early Years Programming Mastermind, and I'm on a mission to help early childhood educators shine. Now, as you come on, say hi. You know I love to chat to educators. I love to connect. I love to know that you're here. And today I have set myself up in the garden. There's only a little bit of sun left, so I thought, oh, it's a bit nice out here. Let's sit out here and chat. Have you noticed how much reflective practice is happening in all the groups at the moment? It's absolutely fabulous. And I have been getting messages about my Shine as an Educator podcast. And so last month we got 10,000 views on we hit 10,000 views over the course of the Shine as an Educator podcast. And it was such a huge milestone. It was so exciting. But I was ready for a break, and I've had I think about a month off. So my Shine as an Educator podcast is a reflective practice guide that I've been doing weekly for more than 12 months now. It also led into the Shine as an Educator book, ebook for weekly practice and really putting together a reflective practice that works for early childhood educators. And I just love that people have been asking me when I'm going to start again. And I've been sort of tossing this around a little bit on what to start, whether to start it back up, whether it was still valuable for educators. And I think this week has really spoken to me about stepping that back up, because I really enjoy a weekly reflective practice question, a critical reflection question that I reflect on, take time to really think about how I've done well with something over the week, or something that I really need to improve on and change. And I think, the EYLF, the principles, tells us to continually reflect on our practice. It tells us to build an ongoing reflective practice. And it also says to use questions for our critical reflection. So I didn't realise, I suppose, how much sharing my reflective practice was actually helping educators. And so this is why I've decided to start the Shine as an Educator podcast back up, but I'm going to be doing it as a live podcast, and I'm going to be doing it as a live podcast in the Shine as an Educator group. And it feels like it works, and we'll give it a go and we'll see how it works. And it will be weekly, and it will be new, and I'm hoping to really connect with educators around their reflective practice. It is a really important part of our documenting in our programming, as well as what we are offering the children and what sort of service we are offering in our care setting. And so if that interests you at all, I would love to hear about it. I would love to connect with educators around their reflective practice. I think it's an area that educators do struggle with, and we love to bounce ideas off others. And if we're in a family daycare setting, we might not have the educators around us that we can easily bounce ideas off. But sometimes reflective practice isn't obvious. It's not until we're actually asked a question and then we take that question away and we look at how we are doing certain things in our care setting that we go, oh, why haven't I looked at that before? Why haven't I thought of that before? Why haven't I changed this before? And all of a sudden, something really, really new, a tiny, tiny little question, all of a sudden really becomes a pivoting point, I suppose, for us changing what we're doing, or up-leveling what we're offering the children, or up-leveling how we're connecting with families, or, what we are offering that is important learning to the children that we have in our care. So that is what I thought. I'd love to know what you think. But if you would like to join me, I am going to head over into the Shine as an Educator group now and talk about reflective practice. And I am going to, and I've already popped it in the group, but I'm going to talk about our reflective question for this week and how to really go about putting in place a reflective practice, an ongoing reflective practice that will actually work for you. So I'd love to know if you have any questions around reflective practice and asking yourself a critical reflection question every week. It's about breaking it down. It's about thinking about things we haven't thought about before. It's about really digging into why we're educators and why we offer what we offer in the way that we offer it. And I hope that gives you a little bit food for thought. And join me over in the Shine as an Educator group. Remember to shine, guys.